Dun, 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 dun. Let's move on to the West. This is Duncan Anderson again, your black bracketologist. 2011. I might be the only black bracketologist in Baltimore. Anyway, but 2011. Let's deal with the West. But before we start, I gotta plug Jump All Sports. www.jumpallsports.com. Take your kids there right now. Set up a page. Upload their highlights. Upload their pictures. And college coaches around the country be able to keep up with them, offer them scholarships at a young age, man. So do that for your child. If you don't do nothing else, the economy is getting tough. We ain't got them college funds. If you like I am, I done dipped in my kids' college funds because the time's been hard on the boulevard. So I got to make sure my kids get a scholarship. Now, that's the only way they going to college. If not, they'll be working for daddy once they graduate high school. That's real. I'm laughing, but that's real talk. So anyway, let's deal with the Western bracket, and let's deal with my defending champions, the Duke Blue Devils. But the thing is, like Coach K said, you ain't got to defend something that you already won. If you already got it, you ain't got to defend it. It's yours. So they're not defending the national championship. They're going to get another one. They're going to repeat again. So, but we're going to start from the top, from the 1-16 spot. Shout out to my man E.T. Eric Takes for getting me on point with the West Virginia game. Because, yeah, West Virginia looked like they can ready to beat Clemson. The oil is ran dry in the Clemson game. So West Virginia looked like it's going to beat Clemson. I told people don't call me. I do not work, even though I'm home. I don't answer no phone. It's March Madness, baby. Dickie V, it's March Madness, baby. I'm not answering the phone. I don't care who you are. I'm not answering unless it's my kids. But anyway, we're going to go with the 1-16 seed, which is Duke and Hampton. Hampton got a little lucky in the MEAC and beat Morgan by 5. So Hampton ends up in here. From the MEAC, but Hampton's playing Duke, and I think they played again. I think they played before a little bit a while ago, and Hampton almost tried to scare Duke, but it's not going to happen today or tomorrow or whenever they play, because Nolan Smith is on duty. So I got Duke beating Hampton in the first game with the 16, the 1-16, the 8-9 Michigan, Tennessee. It's just kind of tough, man, because I love Tim Hardaway Jr. and I love the young boys that's up there in Michigan. They're trying to bring back Michigan. But Bruce Pearl, I think this is your last run with Tennessee. So Tennessee is going to run hard for you. Yeah, it's some crap what the NCAA got you on. You know, you had a cookout for some kids, invite them over to the cookout, but here it is. My man Cam Newton can actually take $180,000. Oh, my fault. Cecil Newton can take $180,000 from a University of Auburn and don't even get a slap on the wrist. He just get a whole bunch of questions. And anyway, but the NCAA do a lot of things that's not justified. Just like the one young boy, I forgot for one university that's not playing right now. They say he got the wrong benefits from the university. But here it is, Cam Newton again. I love Cam Newton to death, and I ain't hating. But the NCAA can't justify when they do certain things and they limit certain people and say this person can play and this person can't play, and they did the same damn thing. But anyway, so Bruce Pearl, this might be. This might be your last run with Tennessee. Be looking for a new job and everything. You've been there, it seemed like forever. But I got Tennessee beating Michigan in the first round. Arizona and Memphis. I think Arizona has the #1 draft pick of the NBA draft for this year with the kid, Derek Williams. Outstanding. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to give Cleveland a call and tell them if they pick this kid up, and pick a point guard up like Nolan Smith, they back in the hunt where they was when LeBron was there. They can make 2 picks, and in 2 years they be back in the playoffs as far as the Eastern Conference in the NBA. But they got the #1, which I think is the #1 player in college basketball as far as being the #1 pick in college basketball with Derek Williams, with with Arizona, but in Memphis. So, but I got Arizona beating that game, the Arizona Memphis game. Then you go to the Texas and in Oakland, and which is crazy. Texas is going to be my Cinderella for the first round and everything. Um, excuse me, not Texas. Oakland is going to be my Cinderella for the first round. Texas been taking on water, a little bit like I said, like Villanova was that one year. And I don't think they got it together yet. And Oakland got a big 7-footer that swats everything down bottom. But if Texas bang them and get them tied and get them in foul trouble, they can get them out the game. They can run up and down the floor like Texas do. But I got Oakland winning this first round. That's your Cinderella team, or your 13 beating your 4 and everything. Cincinnati and Mizzou. I don't even really think Cincinnati should be in the tournament, but they was a Big East team represented by a big conference, strong conference. But I got Mizzou beating Cincinnati in the first round. Cincinnati got a lot of big puppies, but they're young at the same time. They puppies. When they grow up and be dogs, they're going to be nasty if they stay around. A lot of them like to jump to the NBA. Connecticut and Bucknell, my man Kemba Walker put on the show of the year this year in the Big East tournament. But my man, I love Kemba Walker to death, and I think he should get a chance to play NBA ball. But I got them beating the first round. But the thing is, I don't even know if y'all remember the kid from Syracuse, McLemore, had an awesome Big East tournament a couple years ago and lit him up for 5 days and everything else, hit every shot that came out of his hand. And when he got to the NCAA tournament, hit the wall, smack. You know what I'm saying? So, but I got Kemba Walker and them beating the first round, but not moving on further than that. Temple and Penn State, which I think they're playing right now, but I got Penn State winning that game. Temple was okay in Atlantic 10 this year, but Temple is just like the Michigan States and everything else. They got to make the tournament. They bring money. They got a nice following from the Atlantic 10. They the strongest, most well-named team from the Atlantic 10. So y'all got to understand why NCAA got to pick these teams. Actually, another team should have came from the Atlantic 10 instead of Temple, but Temple carries the most crowd and everything. So Temple had to come from the Atlantic 10 and everything. I think they lost to Richmond in the finals right before the championship game of the Atlantic 10 this year. But I got Temple losing. Penn State moves on from that one. San Diego State and North Colorado. Now North Colorado is a good team. They got one kid on there like Jimmy Ferret, and he shoots the lights out. But I don't think they're gonna be too much for San Diego. I don't think they're gonna be strong enough for San Diego State. I actually got San Diego State winning that game. Back at the top, Duke, Tennessee. I got Duke winning that game. Arizona. I just think Duke just got too much firepower for a lot of them this year. Arizona, Oakland. I got Arizona winning that game, moving on. Mizzou and Kentucky. And UConn. I got Mizzou winning that game. I think Kentucky, UConn finally hits the wall, and it was a good run. Kemba Walker, but see you in the NBA, homie, or see you back next year to become National Player of the Year if he stays another year. Penn State and San Diego State. I actually got Penn State moving on. I just think they got the hot hand right now. They're my Cinderella team right now. Excuse me. Going back up to the top when we go to the Elite Eight, Duke and Arizona. I got Duke beating Arizona. Moving on, I got Mizzou and Penn State. I got Mizzou moving on. Duke and Mizzou for the final for the Elite Eight. I got Duke moving on from the Elite Eight, being the finalist, winning the Western region. So Duke is your finalist in the Western region, moving on. So we'll talk about the Final Four. We have Duke, we have Pitt from the Southeast, we have Syracuse, and we have Purdue. So we'll talk about the Final Four in the very last video and the championship, and I'm going to tell you my strategy. All right, love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.